Hey there, welcome back though to SnowRunner, fellow truckers. Off we go though with another adventure in the frozen wilds of Amur. My oh my, we are using the beautiful TwinSteer right over here though. I got a comment and he really said that we should try it out, right, and oh, here we are. Now hopefully we are not tip heavy at all, but this is my favorite hauling truck to begin with. And a little small update though, I kind of want to try to go over there. Although, yeah, the shortcut will be immensely good though for us. But let's just skip it for now. Yeah, let's just keep going, right, because we have a lot to talk about. We had a blown up PSU and, my computer died a while ago, right? And what a hassle though. So I had to drive halfway my country because there was a sale at the store, and well, there's where I got my PSU from. So I wanted to deliver it personally, right, because it will be better instead of just taking it out and sending it up, because if the damage did by that compartment, or if it was damaged by that compartment, component, then I had a lot of rides to get a guarantee on all my other parts if they were damaged too, right? So that is that. And yeah, well, then you had to send it all the way to the NZXT location, right, to make it a proper test, right, endurance and everything, screw it open and check it for components. And the statement was it was a factory failure, a weak spot, and that is that. Well, I almost died though, because that spark was very, very close to my hand and it was extremely loud to begin with, so it was a shocker too. And yeah, that took quite a while to repair, and now we are back though, so that's very nice. That is very, very, very nice indeed. Now it feels good to be back behind the wheel though, huh? It really, really does. And if my memory, because it's a while ago, if my memory serves me right, we are actually done with 2 zones of the map right now. We are done with the Urska River, and we are done with the Northern Aegis installation, at least for the task. We still have to work for the companies, right, and that's where the real work is going. But right now we are going to go on to a mission called A Heap of Work. Oh yeah. Delivered to the landslide near the tunnel. I kind of feel like we should have gone for chained tires. I really think so. It would have been better, probably. But yeah, off we go. My first goal will be getting 4 wooden planks. Now, I truly do hope, though, that we do have enough fuel at the factory there, because I think we do need to power up the sawmill. And if that's the case, though, then we are lucky. If not, kind of have to get timber over there. And we do have trucks close by, but we don't have fuel there, so we do need to get some fuel too. So there's a lot of transporting going on though, isn't it? Oh well. At least with the TwinSteer, we gotta be very careful on the icy roads and slopes. Oh yeah, the music, the atmosphere. This is my home, man. This is my home. And by the way, in the meanwhile, I did invest a little bit, because I did think, the repairs will be hella expensive. Like imagine my 5080 blown up, my CPU, my 9800X 3D blown up, the RAM, that will be a catastrophe though, right? Because RAM prices are absolutely insane these days. So yeah, all of that might be gone. And oh boy, that would be bad. I see that I have to tune a little bit of the graphics still around here, but yeah, the little twinkle twinkle little star shadows we do have to fix. But yeah, imagine though, all of that, right, will just be an issue. But it's not. So I have a new microphone, I have a new audio control, I have everything tuned right now, so that's really nice, and I hope you do enjoy it though, huh? Alright, if you do have the shadow issue, by the way, shadow quality on Ultra is broken, you have to put it on high. Alright, just saying. If you have that issue, you can just lower your shadow quality a little bit and then it's way better. Oh, this is going to be so nerve-wracking for me though with the TwinSteer. But then again, we did master it. But after 1.5 months, maybe a little bit longer, I might be a total noob again though, huh? This is like Michigan all over for me, but then on steroids because it's Amur. It's going to be great though, isn't it? Now let's get on hauling. Before the boss gets pissed off at us, right, you know, for being too slow and all. Off we go. Oh yeah, I remember this. Look at that. Right in the middle of the road too, huh? Can we even go waltz right through with it? I kind of think with the TwinSteer we can. Because of its unique size, right, you know? And length. Because it's always a part of the TwinSteer that has at least a little bit of grip, you know? Always, no matter what situation, no matter what position, no matter what terrain. By the way, for those that do not know, why is my truck pink and has pumped up? Because it's a tough girl, dude. It is a very tough girl. We call her the big girl, alright? She's a big girl. Look at that though, huh? Muscles everywhere, tough like a truck, and she keeps on hauling, you know? So yeah, you know, that's our big girl, favorite truck. Oh yeah. Oh man, I miss this physics though, huh? Where the wheels bounce a little bit independent from one another. The sound of the engine. Oh. This is good though. This is so good to be back. Oh my, oh my. Nice and smooth though, nice and smooth. Okay, so this is going extremely smooth though. We got 15 tires on this beast of a truck. So in general though, I gotta say, man, you know, like there's nothing wrong with the TwinSteer. It's very good that we are using it. Very good indeed. Because we did use other massive trucks though, right, you know, and I mean the Zigzee is one of them. And it doesn't feel as quick as the TwinSteer right now, so that's really, really good. So what do we need here? I think we do need over here, because of the logo, right, you know, we do need to get a manufacturing going. Yes, not enough cargo in the storehouse. We do need to drop in here some what was it? Medium or... Let's see. I think it doesn't really matter, so we could go for long ones. Well, apparently, though, we do have some gasoline around here. Let's see if we do have some on the Antarctic, because that would be very nice, too. Change truck. We do have. Wow, that's nice. Let's go and refuel right over here with this one. Nice. Alright, let's go and get some wood, my boys, huh? Down here we have actually the log station, which is awesome. And then I want to go like this way. And then like that. But the issue is, though, this is very difficult terrain over here. Don't underestimate it. Now, my curiosity is also like, shall we go like that? But that could be a death trap too, right? You know? And I'm kind of interested in death traps right now, because I do need a shortcut. We really do need a shortcut to actually streamline everything. And we are talking about the Antarctic here. I mean, you know, the only issue might be actually fuel, because it's already 6 liters gone, and we just moved like what, 10 meters, something like that though. It is what it is though, right? You know, down there we gotta go. I kind of want to press pedal to the metal around here though, but I highly recommend not doing so. We have been tipping here before. Oh, yeah, that's why. Do you see that? The sand really sinks in, though, rather quickly. Now, I kind of wonder, though, from long logs, how many planks do we get from it, though? Because if it's, let's say, 3 or something, or 4, then my oh my. The logistics will be a nightmare, though, in Amur. Let's put her in high gear. Oh, yeah. The sound, though, right? You know, nice and steady RPM. It's getting already a little bit late at night, so that means that I'm going to sleep right there at that house. We delivered some cargo and he offered us a place to stay, of course. But first I'm gonna check if one of these cabins to our left is actually open for us and empty. I mean, that would be even a little bit more polite though, huh? Than to be rude to sleep over there. But then again, people do like sleepovers. Let's be honest though, we all kind of like to have good company around. Let's park right over here. And off we go. Beautiful night's rest. I kind of want to get out of the low gear plus. Maybe stay in high gear. Yeah, high gear might be best though for us, right? Because we kind of want to keep moving. This thing burns gasoline like there is no tomorrow, even at idle. So we really want to keep going. The benefit of low gear plus is differential lock on and off whenever we want to, of course, but speed is what we do need right now. And so far, with the long locks, gotta say though, it's really doing its job now, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Tip heavy sides everywhere though. Gotta be very careful. Now the TwinSteer actually has smaller tires than this one, much smaller. But the TwinSteer has a unique benefit though, that is the length and the all-wheel drive combination of the vehicle itself. Now the Antarctic is a massive powerhouse though, we can never deny that, but I don't know. I think the Antarctic will struggle a little bit more though in places where the TwinSteer will just laugh at, you know? I really do think so. Now, yeah, the question remains though, are we going to take the difficult route here to the left where everything is just boggy, soggy and, you know, hardness, things on the road like stones, as you can see, or and a little tree. But then again, it is rather small though, right? Because the tree is over here that is on it, and then that's that. This is not the worst in the world anymore, right? But this is the worst in the world, as you can see. So I think we are just going to go through here in low gear, differential lock enabled, and whenever we have to disable it, we will. Don't want to have any damage on the truck after all. But yeah, that tree over there though, that is a disaster. Then again, we have some logs with us, so we might have to order ourselves some pulling power though, huh? Lots of places to actually grab and pull forward with, so that's a very, very good benefit. Nicely around the rock. And this tree we have to hit on the left side though, because anything else, yeah, it's going to be a catapult though. The kinetic force behind it? Nah, not good. We also could go halfway over the rocks, you might think, right? Because it kind of seems not so steep, but then you look at here and it is absolutely steep though. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. That is the issue, my boys. That is the absolutely disaster. So let's drive a little bit back. Come on. And this is where I did always burn my fuel. And now the wheel is actually stuck inside of it though. So that's the great thing about it. You know what I mean though? Ah, this is where the issues are. There we go. Yeah, this is really bad now. We are suffering, believe it or not. Now there's also another option that we can try and just take the tip. Yeah, they really did a tough one on us here though. Alright, there we go. Somehow we just glitch right through it. Maybe that is the new way to do it. And if that is the case though, then oh boy, we are actually safe. We are actually safe though, because that is a whole different meta right there. That is some good stuff though. Wow. Okay. I am surprised. I really am. No matter how many hundreds of hours you have in the game though, you always learn something, I suppose. I just love how it climbs out of the snow. It always gives that feeling of freedom, you know? It always does. Oh, whoa. Just had to cough. And of course, the first thing happens is that we are going to tip a little bit. Ooh, yeah, gotta be careful of that little rock over there, boys. Gotta be a little bit careful there, though. Don't want to flip over here. Alright, so the worst part is behind us, you might say. Well, the joke is on me, I suppose. Because right now, we have another issue. And that is this massive ice slope there. Now, we could go probably over here towards there. But is that a possibility? Is that a real thing that we can do? We can try, because the intel that we get from it is going to be exceptional, though, if it works. Come on, steer, big boy. Thank you. Because, you know, right over there, we are forced to use changed tires. And changed tires in snow are very bad. I know there are people that say the opposite, though, but it's not, though. I've tested it out, too, and, you know, with a timer and everything. And snow tires... changed tires, I mean, are horrible in snow, in deep snow. Normal snow, it's just the same as normal tires though, so, you know, it's not too bad, but in general, you know, you gotta be ready for the very thick snow, because most of the map is actually thick snow. And with the ice, you can actually circumvent here and there. Right, you know, it's not going to be a massive issue, because the road itself is, I would say together, will be 80, 82, 83% mud with snow. So yeah, keep that in mind though. And always follow your own opinion. You're your own man, right? Alright, so we gotta be careful here. There's some thin snow to our left, thin snow to our right. Ice actually, not snow. Oh! I forgot to put that one off though, huh? 25 damage of the differential lock. Yeah, I was just staring ahead though, right? Tunnel vision. Yeah. Now, do we have enough power to actually get up there? Yeah, that is something that I didn't think of. But I think we do. I think this is going to be okay. Going to be great. But it's going to be okay. If not, we can always get the ZigZ right over here and use it as a mediator for any truck that wants to get up here. Okay, nice. We are not dragging any big boulders around, so that's really, really good. Differential lock goes back on. So far, it's not good. It's great. Over here, we gotta be careful. Do you see the slope? Yeah, that is a little bit too much though. So we gotta be ready to lasso ourselves in. And let's go in low gear instead of low gear plus, so we have less. No! Hold it back up though. Oh, yeah. Yep, I do see the rear. Not good, not good, not good. Yeah. Oh man. Woo! If we could only use a chainsaw though, right boys? You know, like we could make a path there. It is still connected there though. It says, right? So it's not really on it anymore, but my oh my, it kind of works so far. Let's just see that we can deliver it. No way. We learned our lesson though. We can do it, but we have to be a little bit more proactive right there at that slope. We could even hit the sides of the trees though, so it's not going to be a massive issue. I just hope that we can deliver the wood as is. One wrong mistake here though, right? You know, one physics issue, and I think the logs are going to be shot into the hemisphere. High stakes after all. Yeah. Let's pull ourselves a little bit further in here. Yeah, that's what I mean though, right? The TwinSteer didn't suffer here. But then again, the TwinSteer didn't have any heavy long logs behind too. So we gotta be fair. We gotta be very fair about it. And look at how that is dragging though. I kinda love it though. You know what I mean? I kinda love it. It's like we are forwarding, you know? Some heavy duty logs out of the mountain itself. Just raw dog this one right there. Yeah, this is to be expected though, especially in this configuration where we are actually forwarding instead of hauling or logs. Look at how deep we are sinking in though. How many inches are the... You know, like the tires of the Antarctic? 57, I believe, right? Yeah, something like that. I mean, if you do see these tires, you better say sir to it, you know? Nice and slow. Now the Pacific though might be a very good hauler for this too, especially if you use the special Pacific long log trailer. We gotta fight ourselves here right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, don't forget though, this truck is very top heavy. Very top heavy. But it's also very balanced, by the way. So you don't really feel it, but if something goes just slightly wrong, you really feel the pull. Now the moment of truth is here. Will it be accepting my beautiful logs though? And I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. Come on, big boy. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Oh, wait a minute. Medium logs? Oh, 3 cargo left, huh? So we have 3 of them over here. Oh, long logs. Here we go. So we have 4. So we have 12 in total. I kind of feel like we want to deliver a couple more. You know what I mean? Yeah, I should not have done this, by the way. We could have just got them by order. There's short logs too, huh? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, we are going to do this a couple more times. Probably 2 more times. And then I will see you guys right over here. Because we do want to make this sawmill a nice fat place to get wood, you know? We want the workers also to be well fed so they have good jobs though, right? You know, they have something to do. Something to earn the big American dollar. Man, I just love this though, right? You know, like, look at the logs again. Yep. Just glides right through there. But we just keep on hauling though. This is my second haul, so we are 2 hours further in. And oh my, oh my, oh my. It's going to be worth it, I hope though, right? You know, that we have there 2 log stations, which we can also pick up, by the way. But we can also convert them into planks. So if we do need the logs later on, and no more planks, I mean, it is a very nice little thing though, like a shortcut for us, right? You know, so that's pretty nice. Got a fuel station right over here. And that's a massive take-in though. As you can see, 340 liters we do need to take. Differential lock is going off. Now, I found a little sideway though, but be very, very, very afraid of that one too if you take the wrong part, because it's easily flippable. But it's a nice clean one, especially compared to that one right over there. Yeah, off we go, right towards the bridge over here. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, because you will help me out very much with a little dopamine hit, but you will also help me out with the channel to grow it a little bit bigger. Anyways, if you only enjoy, just do it. All right, you know, like if it's just a drive-by, welcome though, welcome. You know what I mean though? No forcing or anything. Anyways, let's go. Don't take the one to the right there, because as you can see, there's a lot of mud going on there. I had a little oopsie right there. And the 6E to the left is with the crane, as you can see. So that's that. Take this one right at the rock side. It's nice and smooth. Will be a little bit better though, right? You know, if we had nothing to drag with us. But there you go. We could actually fix it up though with the 6E right over there. But nah, we're just going to haul this big load of big timber right towards the sawmill. It's going to be great. But yeah, this feels great, by the way. This feels really, really good. I'm very happy about the results of it all. And my oh my, we do take a lot of time by doing these little things, right? You know, by having also a little bit of a gambling issue. Because if we don't need this many planks though, like, we did drive for nothing. But then again, the local people might actually enjoy a little help though for free, right? You know, so that's a positive roleplay thing. But in general, we will find out later on. All right. Yep, very nice. Gotta be careful still around here, though, you know. Can still tip. And by the way, do not take the left side of the big puddle ahead of us. Stick to the right side. The left side really bogs you down. There's some trees under the mud that actually blocks your progress. You really have to power force or bulldoze your way through that. So be aware of it. Be aware of it. My favorite part is here to the right. But my oh my. We are having progress no matter what. And that's the beautiful thing about this. Yeah, look at that. That's what I mean, though. Oh, and we are with the Antarctic, though. That is a lot of mud, though. That is so incredibly deep. We can barely see the tires, though. Okay, now we can see a little bit more. But before we could barely see them anymore. That is some depth, though. Can you imagine going here with just a normal Jeep? Let's say the Jeep Rubicon. I don't think we can ever get it out then, you know? You do need to wait for probably summer or spring. We are in Amur, Siberia. Well, there might be snow. It really depends. But these... Yeah, wow, yeah, think about it. Okay, so about the Yukon or Russia in general, right, you know? Even if it's spring, like I thought, like... the mud will dry up a little bit and then you can get a crane, you know, like to dig the Jeep out. No. These regions are even more muddy, you know, in spring and summer. So, yeah, be aware of that, though, because that is an issue, ain't it? That is a very big issue. Wow. There's just so much hazard, though. You just have to dig the mud away. Put some beams in the floor, right? You know, to keep the water and all the mud out, away from the region where you're digging. That's a massive operation, though. Huh. Kind of like to think about these things while I'm driving around. What about you? Do you ever think about these weird little subjects? Huh? Do let me know. Anyways, here we are, beautiful. So we are almost ready to make our first delivery of wooden planks, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's store. And how many do we have here? Wait a minute. 6 cargo left of long logs. Okay. Yeah, as I thought. Okay, makes sense that it doesn't automatically turn into, you know, full loads of 3 of them. But no, we have 2 full loads here, which is fantastic. Let's just go and turn this one around. And then I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay happy, stay healthy. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy driving, though. And be careful, though, especially in Amur or at cliff sides. Bye-bye.